Normies, Cozy 4. We are back to watch season 2 of BoJack Horseman.
Oh my god, already?
It's been a week for you, it's been about a month for us.
Yeah, this is where I stopped watching for no particular reason. Like, I tried to watch the first episode like 5 different times, and I've seen most of the first episode, but I can't recall why I just never got through it. Like,
why 5 times?
Like, the show was good, I still liked it, but this is as far as I got.
He was just going through some stuff at the time where he just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I just
25-minute
series.
show, bro.
So this is called Brand New Couch. We're on the good old couch. What if we got a new couch? How would you guys feel? What if we just got like a blue couch?
Oh,
would that be weird?
Yeah, whoa, too harsh.
This is
man.
red.
Yellow couch.
We should just get this clean and freshened up, if anything.
Yeah. Basically, he's just getting considered for Secretariat. His book is out, and it's a success. That's really the main things we need to know.
Yeah, he's being considered for the role.
Diane is still married to Mr. Peanut Butter.
Yeah. So you are all 3 newbie watchers now. Well, I feel like I'm seeing it for the first time.
I've seen most of the first episode, so I kind of know what happens in this one, so I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
So, Naheed and Rana, what's your predictions?
I think, okay, from what everybody keeps telling me, and it doesn't suck, but like people have said this is a really sad, depressing show. I just feel like after all the events that's happened, he's in a bigger slump. Because, like, he kind of was in an upwards trend for a little, at the end, because his book went out. I'm guessing he has more money in his pocket.
Yeah, he's got everything he's wanted.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, knowing BoJack, I bet right now in season 2, if it's been a while from season 1, he's fucked up somehow, and he's in the dumps, and he's having some kind of issues.
Let's see how far they pick up. I don't know how much time passes.
Yeah.
No matter what, I feel like he's always going to be struggling with something. Something's going to just, like, not be missing for him.
He's always going to be a dick. Oh, the bi-monthly curated snack.
It went from a movie or show to like bi-monthly curated.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you, and I think I'm on the right track. Get it? Track, because horses run on tracks, and you are a horse, and I am a horse. Do you get it? Do you get my joke?
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, big stud running
I don't remember
off
this
the
at all.
Gallivant with your fillies.
It's supposed to impress me, because I can smash it.
Oh my god, quiet, he wants to listen.
And a salad plate, you peasant.
What? I thought these were the salad plates.
He never even heard the message?
Seriously, folks. Right.
Oh, he didn't even hear the message.
God, that's so annoying.
That sucks. God, I did not know that. Fuck.
BoJack had it hard, man.
You better grow up to be something great, to make up for all the damage you've done.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Enough me being a great mom. I'm gonna go hide your father's heart medication.
Damn, that's shitty.
Oh my god. This is the intro of the shit. You wanna skip it?
Tornado.
Damn.
Nah, man.
I'm just kidding.
We always never want to skip this. Come on.
Yeah. They change the intro subtly each time too.
Do
like
they?
things in the background.
Let me see.
Hollywood.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah,
she
subtly.
was never in the kitchen before, was she?
See, look, now he's on set.
This, yeah.
Because he's filming, I think, or he's back in the spotlight-ish.
Allison Brie, Community?
Yeah, she's Diane.
She's Diane.
Oh.
He's such a good person.
I feel like one of us should learn how to play, like,
Saxophone?
saxophone. That'd be fun.
Apparently the person who made that song passed away.
I can change, and I will change.
I still can't use
An audiobook.
I've got a brand new attitude.
Damn, I guess I was wrong.
We call that.
Why he's not struggling at all?
P-A-N-T.
Yeah, a little to the right. No, house right.
Or is he like, just because he's famous again, like,
Why did I wake up
he's working
I
out?
really have no recollection.
My audiobook told me I had to let go of the burdens of my life so far. Oh, you know what? Maybe it was my life so far. Uh-oh, I think someone needs a FAB.
Fab?
FAB stands for Fresh Active BNA.
B-N-A?
Brand new addict.
Oh my god.
I value you. Hashtag thank you for being a friend. Hashtag pants.
What's with the pants thing?
Oh no.
It's an acronym for something.
He's trying.
It's a metaphor. Everything is a metaphor. You are literally a metaphor.
Oh my god, this is the worst.
Made. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, man. Go higher than that, dog.
On your right. That.
I used to be an athlete back in the day.
What's the strangler? I guess some people just see what they want to see. Right, Vincent?
This is my favorite.
That's also Allison Brie.
Really?
She does his voice. Vincent Adolfo.
You jogged here from Laurel Canyon.
Well, I drove here, but I moved my arm.
Ooh, boba tea.
This Secretariat movie is a big deal. Please do not blow it.
So you got the
Why
role.
would I blow it?
Yeah, I think he talked to the director a little bit last season.
I was in a hole, and I realized I can wallow in this hole, or I can change. And while I was tempted to go with the former, sometimes the only way out of a hole is a ladder. No pun intended.
You clearly intended that part.
Is that bubble tea?
Yeah.
He's running this season.
Bubble tea is the best, but get it with fruit jelly instead of boba.
We had to throw it away, remember?
No, not that one.
Wait.
I gotta go. BoJack's gonna be here any minute.
Oh yeah, she's like set. She's on the set.
Oh, they're still working together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Butter, but the doctor says you gotta keep it on for 1
Does he have a cone?
Let me see. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Lexi had to wear one of these. I felt so bad for her.
Is that BoJack Horseman? I really don't know because I have no peripheral.
How the hell are you?
Loving it, buddy. Loving life.
Brother, I am right there with you.
What the fuck?
What?
Man. He's being fake as shit.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
No. BoJack's happy. He has a new attitude.
You're so
Is it really
gullible.
obvious I'm wearing a cone?
It's just gonna go down.
The smile of a winner.
I mean, what is having a new attitude?
I got drunk and thought my reflection was another dog. I was so mad at that other dog. He was wearing my clothes. Did someone just say something to the left of me? Diane, sweetheart, is that you?
Hey, why don't we just us two sketch a hang for this Kent?
Oh
Kent
my-
is how I say weekend now.
What?
Oh my god. Sketch a hang for this Ken. I'm gonna
Ken
use
He's
is
such a
terrible.
norm.
I'm gonna use that.
The norm.
I'm gonna sketch a hang for this Ken.
Schedule Hank. It's Ken.
Why don't you stand over there and make sure no one trips over that cable?
This cable?
Hey, who's this guy? Who let this guy in?
I just,
He's got a real funny face. I like your face.
Thank you.
What a cute, funny face. You want a cookie?
He is so fun.
Oh, watch out for the cable.
I love their depictions of like on-set shenanigans.
Yes.
It's so accurate.
Hey, Secretariat.
What are you doing here?
Oh my god.
What? There was a chicken and a dog walking, and they had masks of each other.
Sebastian, I know you're doing important work, but I couldn't just drop everything and fly to the third world. I just got married and...
Diane, people are dying, and I'm witnessing it. And I need people to witness me witnessing it. There'll still be just as much famine and war and devastation in 3 months.
That's so fucked up.
Hey, Secretariat.
What are you doing here? I know that was bad. Let's just keep it rolling.
I'll say when to keep rolling.
Okay. What are you doing here?
Why is he?
Because something snapped in him.
Too positive.
Man, these lights are bright, huh? Can we kill these lights at all? Is that a...
No.
Okay, I'm sad. I'm sad!
Oh my
If this
god.
helps or not, but when Secretariat was a kid, he actually...
Oh my god.
For one
God.
Wow.
Why didn't someone tell me not to trip over that cable? It was such an important job, but no one was there to do it. And now my face is ruined. Okay, we're gonna need a couple of days to rebuild the set.
Look at the turtle dude.
Oh my
He's on his
Lord.
back.
Oh
Dude,
man.
he has his mom in his head too much, I think.
Yeah.
No, he's got his positive lifestyle too much. He's too positive now.
But he's thinking about this too.
Oh,
Jeezy Kableezy.
Jeezy Kableezy.
Well, it wasn't Ibsen.
That's your takeaway? That your son's TV show wasn't Ibsen.
I'm sorry. Did you need a compliment?
That's...
Oh, I love the part where you got your head caught in the banister.
Yeah.
Oh, and what's this letter I have? It's from the government saying, I'm proud of you.
Oh my god, go away.
You know, the man sitting next to me was wearing a t-shirt in the theater.
Yes, a t-shirt. That is the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone in a theater.
The t-shirt told me to just do it.
Here we go.
I don't know to what the t-shirt referred, but I will not be spoken.
What is wrong with her, man? She reminds me of,
She's just like...
She fancy.
I hope you die before I do, so you never have to know what it's like to lose a mother.
Well, as long as one of us dies, that's good enough for me. Can we please get some alcohol into
Straight up why he drinks. Like, the thing is, as an actor, you have to...
You need the darkness.
Yeah, you have to be able to recall dark memories to really act like that way, because you have to portray that. And if you can't visit that place without getting consumed by it, then, like, you have to work on that.
I gotta say, the new you seems a little on edge.
What? Me? I'm as cool as the Fonz in a meat locker. That's a metaphor, Diane.
Actually, it's a simile.
God damn it! Oh, okay. Hello?
Hey, small talk, small talk, small talk. Are you blowing it?
Are you blowing it? Small talk, small talk, small talk. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Carolyn, how are things all the way up on 27? Stump once for good, twice for killing it.
Is this our new competition?
I think it's kind of like a office friend.
But I am inches from getting Emily Van Camp, the lead in Goose Van Sant's new movie about Jackie.
You're seriously killing it in the department of kicking ass in regards to you being an agent and being good at it vis-a-vis crushing it.
Well, you're not so bad yourself, Rutabaga.
You need to be a rabbitowitz.
Rabbitowitz. Rutabaga Rabbitowitz.
Rutabaga Rabbitowitz.
Yeah, I'm just coming back to this call.
Oh my god.
I don't think she's coming back to this call. She put him on hold.
I always have time for you, my good friend BoJack, in this, the year 1988.
Look at that office decor, dude.
That's kind of what it was like.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
90s-ish, right?
No, 80, 88.
80.
But I am a good actor, right?
You know what you're good at? Hitting your mark, saying your lines loudly with good diction.
But should I be doing more to capture the character and make the audience connect to the feelings?
His mom is the one that made him all hung up about his character on the show on BoJack Horseman in the first place.
Yeah, his mom's always in his head in all his roles. It looks like it.
You'll need to learn how to act for real, but for now, don't worry about it.
Oh shit. I'm not an actor. All this time I assumed there was more to me than everyone thought. But maybe there isn't. That's the part where you're supposed to disagree with me.
Well, you got the part, didn't you? What did you do in the audition?
Well, how should I know? That was the old me. Now I've got a brand new attitude. Oh, God.
He put on his sound machine.
What should I do? Make right for it? Drive to Mexico,
And
start a new life
humidify.
there, meet a local girl, fall in love, talk my way into a line job at a textile plant, gradually work my way up until I own the place? No, what am I talking about? I can't run a textile plant. That's way too much responsibility. Oh, what am I going to do? The walls are closing in.
You have 2 days. Maybe you could hire an acting
Or
coach.
stop listening to that tape.
2 whole days. And when the pressure's on, that's when I shine. Yeah, 2 days. I can do all those things.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. I didn't do any of those things.
Where was the pressure?
That's classic. I can do all those things. I can do any of those things.
This is the machine that's going to make you a good actor. No, Don. We just need to make a scan of your face so that if you die, we can finish the movie without it. Standard procedure these days when your star is assessed to be of a certain liability, like say if there was a whole book written about what a reckless jackass he is.
What?
Terrific, we got it. You know, one day that's going to be the actor's whole job. Just sit in a room for 5 seconds while a machine scans his face, and then 6 months later, plug in the movie on cable.
That's fucked up.
It's gonna happen, man. CGI actors.
You think you made a mistake hiring me?
I don't make mistakes, BoJack. I do the crossword in Sharpie, and I never learn the shortcut for undo.
That's fucking crazy. This is on the wild side.
I don't care if you are happy or not. You have a job to do. This guy again. Love this kid. I want to put you in my pocket.
The brisk face.
What does it look like now?
You write on the sign, watch out for cables. I know you were telling people that, but it's a really important job, and a sign is less likely to get distracted.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucked up.
Watch, he's not gonna do it.
That's emoting.
I went a little overboard, and I made you 2 mixes. It's all of the Boss Tone side projects and solo singles, so you can listen to it and imagine the band never took that hiatus in the mid-aughts when America briefly lost interest in ska.
I don't want to hang out with you. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, all right. You don't want to listen to the Boss Tones together. That's the impression that I get.
Stupid move like you.
That's so he doesn't bite at the cast.
Yeah.
You gotta rise to the occasion, okay? So what if the new couch is weird or lumpy?
What?
What are you gonna do? Just sleep in BoJack's cart forever?
Damn it. Brand new couch. It's about Todd.
It's time to go home and sleep on BoJack's couch.
God, that's awesome.
Music for Todd.
He had his own story the whole time, and it was involved like sleeping in his car.
Oh my God.
Charlie, listen, I want to touch base about Emily's start date on Jackie O.
We got some new screen tests, and Goose decided to go in a different direction.
Are you saying that Van Sant Camp wants to recant on Van Camp? Because they can't! Charlie, you better get your client to change his mind, or I will walk up to the 28th floor and...
Just kidding!
Is he voiced by Bobcat?
I know you're there, Charlie.
Leave a message!
I'm not gonna leave a message. Hey, Charlie! Rudapega, this is not a good time.
This dude. She's like in switch between this dude and the other guy.
For the past few days, thinking about that Jackie O movie. I know it's your baby, but I did make a few phone calls and got my Rooney a screen test.
I put that movie together for my client.
Oh, no, don't freak out. It's just a screen test. But honestly, how fantastic would my Rooney be as a young Jackie Boo? Stop once for
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew he's too nice.
Carolyn,
Bunnies are.
third one's down. Oh, Carolyn, I heart you.
You can do
What a dick.
Only you hold the keys to the house. That is you. The house is at the top of a hill. The hill is also you.
5 minutes, Mr. Horseman.
When you get your brand new...
Did you see his shirt?
What was it?
It was I think it was a David Bowie horse shirt.
What do you want?
Look who finally decided.
Oh, she's still alive.
I read your book, BoJack. It takes a real narcissist to think anyone wants to buy a book about him. You know how I feel about Anne Frank.
What the
Oh my God.
fuck?
The things I've said to you. You must think I'm a real monster.
Yes.
Maybe she'll make him feel sad now.
I know you want to be happy, but you won't be, and I'm sorry.
What?
You come by it honestly, the ugliness inside you. You were born broken. That's your birthright. And now you can fill your life with projects, your books and your movies and your little girlfriends, but it won't make you whole. You're BoJack Horseman. There's no cure for that.
Yep, you go play that role perfectly now.
Philadelphia story. 5 letters, second letter U.
Lubitsch?
No, BoJack. Goodbye.
Oh, he's about to go play that role real well.
Think so?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Great, we got it. Let's move on.
That's all they fucking needed! That's all they needed! God damn it! There's more after that line, like, Jesus!
That's exactly how it happens too. It's like, cool, we got it. Next shot. Reset. Let's go. Let's go.
Dude, you know who BoJack's mom reminds me of?
Who?
Leonard's mom from Big Bang Theory.
Kinda.
You guys watch Big Bang Theory, right?
You've never watched a Big Bang Theory?
No.
I officially don't.
I'm looking up.
Leonard's mom's a dick?
She's very mean to Leonard growing up.
Like that?
Not like very just like not really appreciative of his like, how do I say this, like of his achievements. Like she always felt like Leonard's achievements weren't as great as they could have been, and it's very like. Wasn't very.
She just didn't like praise him all the time, even though he achieved so many good, cool things. She was like, meh.
Yeah, okay, I was wrong.
So I know I've said this a lot, but I think again I must have watched this in the background because I don't remember any of this. I will tell you when I do start remembering because season 2 is when I really started liking the show, but like I don't remember any of that right there.
I remember there was a lot of stuff I didn't remember, but I did know like what was gonna happen this episode.
Like in regards to his mom and
the
scene.
There were a lot of stuff I didn't remember, but I knew like the struggle, like he wasn't able to act the part right because he was too positive. Like I remember the whole
conundrum,
positive change, like him being all into motivational stuff.
And that positivity came because he got the role. His book went out and like did so well, and like things were going on track for him. He thought he'd probably get like his mom's approval if anything, blah blah blah. But like nope. Nothing's ever gonna be fucking good enough.
Yeah, that's fucked up. She's just like, you were
even
just
after
a child.
reading the book, where like who knows, he probably spilled to Diane all his family problems, right? At some point.
Oh yeah.
So like even after all that, like her knowledge of him, of how he feels about it all, like she's just still kind of shit on him.
Yeah, she was like, no matter what, you're always cursed.
She's like, you're born with that ugliness or whatever.
You're BoJack Horseman.
You're born being
there's
BoJack.
no cure for that.
And I was like, damn, man, what a mean.
I just feel bad because we saw in the first season all the shit like BoJack went through in his life, blah blah blah. I didn't know necessarily it's because of his mom, but like he still went through so much shit to come to the point like. And like he said, this was his last chance to like be happy. He said this movie was his last chance, and like she just ruined it for him.
But okay, even happiness though. But that is regardless, it's still a dramatic role, so it's not like it's not gonna be sunshine and rainbows. This part, like he shouldn't have expected that.
But why not?
Because it needs to be played. Because you saw it needs to be it needs to be played dramatically, and you can't go into a scene like that with a positive attitude.
I mean, like, yeah, you can generally still be positive, but I don't know, for certain actors, like, that are really method actors. I mean, he just sort of came to the realization of this episode that he's not really, like, am I a good actor? Because he flashed back to when he was doing the sitcom, and Herb Pizzazz was like, yeah, you're not really, like, you don't really need to focus on actually acting right now. You just need to play this stupid, like, one-dimensional role. It's like the Manny from This Is Us. If anyone watches This Is Us, I don't know if there's any correlation, but
I want to watch. I heard it's good.
I heard that show's alright.
So earlier, Nahid, you were like, he's lying, and Rona was like, no, he has changed. What is changing your attitude? Is it? Remember what Diane said last weekend? Like she said people are just what they do all the time.
Yeah,
and not what they want to be. So I mean, he's listening to these audio tapes and stuff. Like, what more should he do to convince you that he is changed, or how could he change, or can he change?
I think
there's a difference in trying to change and just being.
Yeah,
like he's trying to change, and yes,
and it was working.
With enough trying, it will transition to him just being that way. But it's like there's a difference between trying to force a change because you need to, and just letting it happen, I guess.
But like he was attempting to do more than like
because people do change, people can change.
Yeah, he was listening to the audiobook. He was making those morning smoothies. He was working out. He was being nice to other people. He got the couch. Like, he was making active, changes in his life. It wasn't, he was just trying to be nicer or happier. He was making changes. And if he stuck with those changes, at the end of it, he would have been like a
but the
good guy.
But the difference is making those changes genuinely from your heart, as opposed to this book is telling me to do these things, and it's like a checklist. Like, I mean, either way, I think you get to the same place, but there's different ways to approach it.
Yeah, I do think he wanted to change, though. I think he wanted to.
I think so, yeah.
Because, like, he was famous again. He got all that money again. He could have went back and started partying, girls, drug life.
Especially after that trip where he was like, is it too late for me? Like,
yeah.
I do think that he wants to
He
change.
wanted to be happy because he easily could have fallen into the old BoJack celebrity lifestyle.
So does this make you guys, like, kind of, like, learning about his childhood, like... Does that make his actions more, like, do you sympathize more?
Okay,
I sympathize more.
This is what I gotta say. The whole part about him changing, yeah, I agree with you. Like, you have to make steps to change, and that's what he's doing right now. And I get it that he's in a good place, and that's what he's trying to do. But it also involves like kind of staying on that and sticking to that program of being there, And this whole childhood thing that he just went back and visited, especially with his mom, I think that's just gonna relapse him because he just, he gets this notion that he's BoJack, that's him. That's what he's going to always be. Do I feel bad for him? Do I sympathize more? I'm like, yeah, I kind of do. You know what I mean?
How his mom treated him.
Yeah, I kind of do. You know what I mean? Again, I've never had it treat me like this. I don't know what it feels like. But I'll give you a good example of a person that's pretty famous and has had mommy issues and has actually ended up being successful and is a pretty decent human being. Yes, Marshall Mathers, Eminem. He had a really shitty mom. His mom was very bad. Like, Munchausen syndrome, all this shit. Like, this man has rapped about it. But at the end
apologized to her now.
I know. At the end of the day, he was able to be a bigger man, apologize to his mother, and fix the situation, you know? Even though his mom was such a shitty person to him, you know. So, do I feel bad for him? Like, yeah, I do feel bad for him. Do I think he can change? Yes, he can change. You know what I mean? But his mom a piece of shit, probably. But you know what? He can still be the better man.
Well, I mean, like Eminem, sure, he came out on top at the end. But like, I mean, I don't know him personally, but through all the news we've heard about him over the years, like he went through the same type of darkness. Like there was,
he had some drug.
There was a lot of darkness.
Oh yeah. But like
so I mean, it's kind of the same thing. That's the thing. People can change, but I don't know, man. Like some people are just dealt a dark card.
I feel like you can change. I feel like even when we watch going back to fucking Korra, dude. With there's a light out there. If you find the light will be there for you. You know what I mean? But if you're sitting there looking for the darkness will find you. And that's just the way you gotta look at it. I know some people are like born in the dark, but the light is always there. And I really do truly feel that if people can search the light, they can find it. But
again, like without experiencing that kind of darkness, like it must be so hopeless. Like it's one of those things like where you're not aware of it. Like you're not even trying to look for the light because you don't even like feel like it exists. Because
but let me give you a good example. Of BoJack finding the light. That one friend of his, that deer chick or whatever, I forget her name. You know what I mean? I feel like she was a light in his life. You know what I mean? And I feel like if he would have like pursued that light the proper way, but he just chose not to. You know what I mean? He literally just chose not to. And that's on himself.
The rest of the season.
That's on himself. That's all I gotta say. That's on himself at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, do I feel bad? Kind of, sort of. But I feel like he can change his things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not going to change now. His mom ruined him again.
As a man, he is responsible for his actions, absolutely. But I guess it does make you understand where.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
He's
come from a very shitty background. I mean, we'll see what more happens to this dude, man. You know what I mean?
I think the most important thing that happened this episode is Todd realized he had to try to sleep on the bed.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. You can only sleep in your friend's car so much.
Yeah,
sleep on his couch instead. Todd took off a hat and there was another sleeping hat.
Really?
I was like, oh, what the power sees hair.
It was funny too when the 2-day thing happened. It's like 2 days. I got plenty of time to do that because Todd was sleeping in the back seat, and then 2 days later Todd was gone, but there were like dirty laundry, remnants of his life in the back seat.
Oh my God, Diane's one.
Those things. How many times has that happened to you guys though? We're like, oh yeah, I got this time. I'm gonna do all these things. And like,
many.
I didn't do any of those things. What?
I do it a lot, and he makes sure to call me out on it too immediately. And or he'll text me in the morning. He's like, "So did you do it?" I'm like, "Oh my God."
Dude, I remember in school, like when I had like projects, like I would have so much to do that I would just take like a nap instead.
Princess Carolyn.
That shit would happen to me back in the day in school a lot, where I'd be like, okay, I got this project. I got a whole 4 days to do this shit. I just don't do it.
The Brian Regan joke. It's like your head pops off the pillow the day the project's due. Like, oh no.
Oh shit. Who do I gotta call?
I had 6 months to work on this and
didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, I was like when January hit or whatever. I was like, oh yeah, I got like 6 months for summer festival body. Done nothing with my life. Summer's here. Oh my God. But guys, last I want to mention just Diane's one fucking job.
Oh yeah, Watch the Wire. Oh my God, like how?
I want to see what that girl's face looks
they
like.
Did R.I.P.
Oh yeah, that was fried.
A memorial to her beautiful face.
Princess Carolyn took images of his face and was just like, pretty soon, actors just gonna come in and scan the face for 5 seconds and then plug the movie on Kimmel.
This was a good show.
So I'm not gonna lie, Princess Caroline has been getting some L's, man. Back and forth, bro.
She needs to stop trusting
Rabinowitz.
Her job is
too.
There's too many not snakes, but it's so highly competitive. Her job that I wouldn't be giving out.
You saw Entourage, you're like Ari Gold. It's that agency business.
It's fucking ruthless.
It's a ruthless cutthroat business.
Yeah, I wouldn't be making friends at work. Like I'd be cool with people, but I wouldn't be talking about like who I'm going after or like what's happening. Like nah, man. I wouldn't trust people in that line of business.
I know Entourage is kind of not that great of a show, but the Ari Gold bits are probably my
Entourage
favorite parts
is a great
of that
show. He's a hater.
I didn't
so
see
like,
it.
I like when shows give us behind the scenes of like how the movie business in Hollywood works.
Yeah, like I love the scenes where they show like behind the scenes set stuff. Like it's like all the people walking around like PAs and like everybody. It's just it's very accurate.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna watch another BoJack Horseman. You can watch the next one too on Patreon if you'd like.
Oh my god!
Uncut episodes are available in the vault. And
how do you get to the Patreon? Check the video description for important links.
In the description. You can also check out next week's episode in the vault as well.
That's what's up.
Check out our schedule, Twitch schedule. People are twitching. We're doing things. Normies. 2018 is the year of Normie.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Bye.
Make Normies great again.
Make them go bye.
Mana. We need mana. Manga. Make Normies.
We're supposed to start the third episode here in 10 minutes.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us for another BoJack Horseman. Big shout out to our super patrons, Luis, Joe, Keyboard Junkie, and Toy Soldier. Check out our Patreon for uncut and early access content. Be sure to read the video description for important links. Stay tuned for more BoJack, and we'll see you next time.